be sharing something with you. As you know, we're about to be on the cusp of the Hebrew New Year, and saying that brings a new color and some new things that God has planned for us for this new year. For the past couple of years, the Lord has really just just imparted on me the color of the year and where we're going in this next season. And we're about to step into 5784. Now this year, as I was seeking the Lord in my Psalms 91 time, that's my quiet place with the Lord. He just really impressed upon me the color of this year, but he gave me this scripture. And it's 1 Peter 2:9. It says, "For you are a chosen people, a royal priest, and a holy nation, God's very own possession. And as a result of that, you can show others the goodness of God, for he called you out of darkness and into his wonderful light." And as I was seeking the Lord, I thought, well, what could that color, what would be attached to that? So when you think of royalty, I think of royal blue. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So sometimes as I do, and I'm grateful for this on a side note, that my wife also hears from the Lord, so I want to ask her opinion on it and see what she thinks. So I did that. I asked her, I said, "Baby, what do you think is the color of the year?" And she says, "Well, I think it's purple or violet." And I thought, well, that's not what I felt like it was. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to seek the Lord. And wouldn't you know it, as God would work like that, when two put together, right? He always does that. He shows us things, even in our marriage, they'll put two things together. He says, "Well, you're both right." And I said, "Well, how's that, Lord?" He said, "I'll show you if you just wait." So honestly, that night I went to sleep and he woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning and he gave me this word I'd never heard of in my entire life. And it's called tikhelet. And it's a Hebrew word. And for those of y'all that know me, know that I'm not a biblical scholar and I have no clue what Hebrew means. So I'd had to go back and look it up. And I want to share with you what it means. And it says its tikhelet is a highly valued dye described as blue violet, and it held great significance in ancient Mediterranean civilizations. In the Hebrew Bible and Jewish tradition, tikhelet is used for the color of high priest, and in line with the Jews becoming nobility, right? So they would wear this blue violet color. So I thought, well, that's pretty freaking cool. The Lord showed me one color and showed her another color and combined it together, and it shows us that we were both actually right, in line with what God has for this next season. And he also gave me another scripture that really spoke to me, and it's Romans 8:19. And it says, "For all creation is eagerly waiting for that future day when God will reveal who his children really are." Now, let me preface with this, or take a step back. Also, in the same book in Romans 8, verse 16 through 17 says, "For his spirit joins with our spirit to affirm that we are God's children. And since we are God's children, we are his heirs." So what does that mean for us? And what does that mean for the color? The color is blue violet. It's tikhelet, right? Now, what that means is this is a year that we realize that we are royalty and we are heirs by the spirit that dwells into us. Now, during this time, I was researching, okay, well, this color, right? What does it mean? Where does it come from? And while I was doing that, the Lord again showed me something I thought was really cool. It comes from a sea creature called the chalazon or halazon. And this year, wouldn't you know it, had been discovered that the dye that actually comes from this creature was discovered this year. Like, it actually was discovered that this year that this animal, they've determined that this was the animal, chalazon or halazon, pronounced that way. And what happened in all that is, and it only shows up every 70 years. I thought that was actually really cool because of God's timing, right? 7 is a number of completion. And on top of that, what I really found interesting, that is a sea creature, and this year we have been battling the spirit of Leviathan. I know a lot of you guys have heard Kent talk about the spirit of Leviathan and what that does. And it's also a sea creature, and it shows up as a spirit of confusion, twisting words, and turning people against one another. And I don't know about y'all, but this world right now that we live in is a mass confusion and mass twisting words and turning against one another. The thing I want to tie this all together with is this world is being encapsulated by darkness. But God is showing us right now in this season that we are his heirs, and we are royalty, and we are supposed to move in royal authority. We are light bearers, and we're supposed to dispel darkness. And we as a body need to realize that we are a holy nation, a royal priesthood. And when you realize you are an heir to your king, that you realize that you have spiritual authority, you move different, you act different, you think different, and you proceed in different ways. You decree things in a different way because you realize you have an authority straight from the king, who is your father. The thing about that is, what I've learned in that, you have spiritual authority and you're operating in that from there, not spiritual authority and not spiritual poverty. Now, with that being said, it's time for us to move into our inheritance. It's time for us to take hold of our authority, to realize that we can move in that and not move from a place of poverty. We're supposed to move from authority. We're supposed to dispel darkness. And this season, we have to wake up and realize who we're called to be. We are God's heirs, and we're supposed to walk in his inheritance. And this year is a season to do that. So creation itself, it talks about in Romans 8, tells us that it's eagerly anticipating, waiting for the arrival of the sons and daughters to God to move forward and walk into their calling. And you are those people. We are those people. Our church body is a people, and we're supposed to move in that authority. Creation itself is waiting for it. So be blessed and have a great week.
Open up the doors, let the music play, let the streets resound with singing. Songs that bring your hope, songs that bring your joy, dancers who dance upon injustice. Come on, put your hands together. Did you feel the mountains tremble? Did you hear the oceans roar? When the people rose to sing of Jesus Christ the risen one. Come on, did you feel the people? Did you feel the people tremble? Did you hear the singers roar? When the lost began to sing of Jesus Christ the saving one. We can see that God's moving, a mighty river through the nations. When young and old will turn to Jesus, fling wide, you heavenly gates. Come on, prepare the way of the risen Lord. Open up the door and open up the door. morning. David got undignified before the Lord, so why can't I, right? So I feel like we might need to do a little bit of dancing upon